Teenager dives into lake with a GoPro, and what he finds solves a 27-year-old mystery. A 13-year-old Canadian boy called Max Warenka was at Griffin Lake near Revelstoke. His parents actually had a cabin out there, which they often rented, and Max enjoyed spending time there himself, too. One day, a guest who was staying in his parents' cabin told him something very interesting. They said they saw something shiny out on the nearby lake, and Max, being a very curious youngster, decided he wanted to investigate. The 13-year-old and the guest used paddleboards to get a closer look, and Max saw what he believed was the outline of a car upside down 20 feet below the water, but he couldn't be certain, and so once they returned back to shore, the guest that first spotted the object did an online search, and they discovered that a minivan with 4 passengers had driven into the lake a few years ago in 2009, but everyone inside the vehicle was saved. And so everyone assumed the shiny object in the water was probably the van left behind from the 2009 rescue, but they would be very, very wrong. You see, not long after this incident, a relative of Max and his parents came out to visit them all, and it just so happened he was a police officer. It wouldn't take long before Max told the officer about the vehicle left behind in the lake, and right away the officer, who was already aware of the 2009 rescue, announced the van had indeed been removed years ago. And so it definitely couldn't still be out in the water, and now shocked, Max knew he wasn't going to stop until he solved the mystery, and so once again he went out to investigate. But this time, he would use his GoPro camera to help. The young boy dived into the lake and went underwater and videotaped what he found. And it turned out he was right, and there was indeed a car underwater. The police were called, and they sent a dive team and tow truck. And finally, the truth was about to be revealed as they ended up pulling out a black 1986 Honda Accord from the lake. But what they discovered inside shocked everyone and solved a 27-year-old mystery. It turned out a 70-year-old woman called Janet Farris had been driving to a wedding in Alberta in the fall of 1992 when she vanished along the Trans-Canada Highway, but it was now revealed she had driven into the lake. Her family had no idea what happened to her, and they got no answers, until now. Police found her identification inside the vehicle and were able to inform the grieving family, who could now finally get some closure. They had searched for Farris for decades, and although what had happened to her was saddening, the family were happy and relieved that they finally knew the truth and could lay her to rest after 27 years, thanks to the help of 13-year-old Max, whose curiosity solved the mystery. If you enjoy these types of stories, then subscribe to the channel and leave a comment to let us know your thoughts, because we want to hear them.